Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Diane. I'm an Akashic Records reader and an emotional energy healer, and you're watching Soul Cloud. If you're new here, Soul Cloud is a show where we discuss spiritual concepts, and then afterwards we do Akashic Records readings or energy clearings. So, hello, everyone, and welcome. Hi, Annie Bear. Hi, Brina. Hi, Barbara. Oh, hi, Linda. Hi, Amanda Carroll. Hi, Rush. Oh, hello, Milena. Hi, Leah. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Today, we will be discussing spirit guides and angels. And afterwards, we will be doing um, Akashic Records readings as well. But I'll also accept questions or requests for messages from your spirit guides. Hi, Sonia. Okay, I'm just starring questions. Please, everyone, type your questions in all caps if you have them. Okay, I got your question, Barbara, Annie Bear, Milena, Marina. I have your question. Hello, awesomeness. Hi, Christine. How are you all doing? Oh, hi, Barb. Thank you. Yes, I am safe and well. Okay. So today we will be discussing spirit guides and angels. I added angels because they are also helping us. So who are our spirit guides? Spirit guides are beings who are helping us in our soul growth and to achieve our soul's purpose. So we choose them before incarnating on earth. And we usually have a different set of spirit guides for every incarnation. Usually it depends on what our soul purpose and what our soul mission is for that incarnation. Personally, for me, I had a spirit guide who was with me, who was my main guide in all my previous incarnations. So they can be with us in all our incarnations. He's still with me. He is one of my Pleiadian guides. So for every incarnation that I've had, he has been my spirit guide. But it can be different for everyone. Um, and there are different types of spirit guides. So we have our main guide. Um, I describe my main guide or the main guides as coordinator of the guides. They're like the supervisors or the big boss of the guides. They coordinate, for example, we are going through something, we are going through a task. So they coordinate with the guides on which guide should present to us or which guide would help us. And they are typically with us from birth until death. Although I found out, I found out this year that that's not the case. That sometimes spirit guides, main guides, can actually change. Okay, I have your question, Ingrid. I'm just going to check for messages. Oh, sorry, for your questions. Okay, I am just starring the ones that I see in all caps. Hi, Linda Kelser. Hi, Nancy Ray. Okay, I got yours. Rush. I got your questions, Suzanne. I'm going to read through the people that I have before we start the readings today. Okay. Just going to check how many we have. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I usually get through 12 to 17 questions. So I star about that much. Okay, going back to the guides. We also have birth angels. Our birth angel is also known as our guardian angel. So they are with us from birth to death as well, just like our main guides. But the difference is our main guides is mostly they're mostly concerned with our soul growth and our soul journey. So for them, it's more like, okay, this is your task. I'm going to guide you to this, to this, to this, to this. La 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 la. They don't. Um, it's not their main concern how we feel. Like, oh my god, this is so difficult. They don't typically not necessarily care about that. So it can get frustrating, but we do have our guardian angels who are with us and who understands us a lot, and they provide emotional comfort and support. So whenever I rant and I'm going through something, I call on my guardian angel instead of my guides, if that makes sense to you all. And there are other roles that guides play and angels play in our lives. Some of those is okay. One of the roles that they play is protector guides. We have protector guides. So, protector guides protect us from energy attacks. Um, we can call on them, and it doesn't have to be like black magic and all that stuff. Just negative energies. We can protect ourselves with the help of our protector guides, and this is a role that some guides specifically take on. Like Archangel Michael is an archangel, but his main role in our lives is a protector. And there are other guides whose task is this. For me, I have Odin. Odin is one of my protector guides, so that's one of his main tasks. Awesomeness asks, "What is my guardian angel's name if she is willing to give? Much appreciated." Most of the time, guardian angels don't have names, but we can give them names. They do understand that sometimes it helps us associate their energy with names, so they are okay with whatever name that we give them. I named my guardian angel Happy because I've been asking him, or I asked him, what name should I call you? And that was the emotion that I felt when I felt the energy. I felt very happy. So I call him Happy. Okay. Let's see. Aside from protector guides, one of the roles that our guides play is to be teachers. Hold on. Some of our teacher guides are just here to teach us. Um, Protector guides and teacher guides, they're not always with us from birth until we die. Um, Much of these guides are temporary guides for us. It depends on what season we are in our lives and what lessons we are trying to learn during that season. So, for teacher guides, for example, you're trying to learn how to set boundaries. So, for example, that season, you get, let's say, Mary Magdalene as your guide. She's one of the um, guides who help us with that and with discovering divine femininity. Oh, femininity. I was able to say that without stuttering. Teacher guides. Okay. Another role that our guides play is healing. We have healer guides with us. As for archangels, we have Archangel Raphael. But we also have healer guides who are not angels. Some of them are galactic guides. Um, but yeah, they typically heal us when we are asleep. Most of the time, when we are asleep, but they can also heal us when we are awake. But most of the time, yeah, when we are asleep. One of the things that I didn't list here that I also want to talk about are parking angels. I asked them which people or which guides help me with parking. You know that running, it's not a joke, but usually when we talk about guides, one of the exercises that we do um, with our guides is to ask for parking spaces whenever we're parking our vehicles. I asked them who actually does that, and they told me that they are angels. These are not our guides like galactic beings or elemental beings. But they're angels who are helping us find our parking space. So if you want a very cool exercise, and if you still haven't done that yet, try to ask for parking angels or for parking spots before you leave your home and going to the store, for example, or someplace else where you usually find you usually or it's difficult usually to find parking spaces. So that's an exercise that we can all try today or the next time we go out. Oh, you're very welcome, Annie Bear. Okay. I'm just seeing if there I missed the comments. Are healer guides part of our Reiki team? I believe so. Okay, I'm going to ask the guides just for confirmation. Are healer guides part of the Reiki team? I'm getting a yes on this. So, yes, they are part of the Reiki team. If you are a healer, you can work with healer guides. Although there are healer guides who work just specifically with you, with your own body, with your own being. And there are guides who work with other people. Um, Sometimes we have dragon guides, dragon guides typically just work with us. They don't work with other people. So when I have a healer dragon guide, I can ask them to heal me, but I can't ask them to heal other people for me. That is a task for other guides. So I hope that makes sense, Barb. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, hello. Hello, Rossi. Hi to the people who just came in. Edward Kenneth shares something. Gladys is my parking angel. Chant is Gladys, Gladys full of grace. Help me find a parking space. That's lovely. I'm going to try this. Gladys, Gladys full of grace. Help me find a parking space. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, I'm just checking if I missed any questions. Sonia says I call him Wreck It Ralph. Awesome. Okay. Okay, Lindsay. See you later. Maria says, not driving, so I have a lead angel that leaves from my carport. I used to catch them all. Pokemon, gotta catch them. Sorry, I'm just being silly. Okay, let's go to the start questions. I think I'm going to close the questions for now. There we go. I'm going to open the records first, but I hope it helped clarify things for you for spirit guides. If you have any questions about your spirit guides as well, please feel free to type them in, and I'll see if I'll try my best to get to them today. Hi, Amanda. Okay, let's take 3 deep breaths. Only the highest frequency of love and light can remain in the sacred space, and all objects in the sacred space for the highest good of this group, consisting of myself, those who are watching right now, those who will join us later, and those who will watch the replay. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. All other energies must leave now. Now I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read, our highest level guides and angels to help us with this reading. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, please hold the sacred space. And so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Master, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please let us know this group in the light of the Akashic Records and enable us to share the wisdom and compassion that the Masters, teachers, and loved ones have for us. The records are now open. Yay! I saw something interesting. I saw something interesting in the comments. Hold on. Ah, thank you, Linda. I'm sending you much love back. I just saw that. Hold on. Okay. Where is it? I can't find it. No, I can't find it. There we go. Linda says, I would like to have an anti mouse angel. Is it possible to have an anti mouse angel? I'm getting a no on this. But we can ask for angels for specific tasks. Like this is something that I learned from Lorna Byrne and from our dear Annie Bear. Annie Bear asks for specific angels. Like I would like a friendship angel. You can ask the universe for friendship angels and for different tasks. Like you can ask the universe for finance angels and they will send you one to help you with finances. But I think we can ask as well for protector angels to help us with mice issues. Can we ask for that at least protector guides or protector angels to help with mice issues or pest issues? I'm getting a yes on this. So just a general pest control angel. I don't know what to call them, but someone an angel who can help with pests. Okay, let's go to the questions. May I have a message about the protective art I made today, please? Okay. Uh, you want me to use cards for this message? Okay, no. Protective art. These dragons, elementals, just face. I'm getting that the face are helping you. There are protector face that are helping you, like fairies who are helping you. But the art that you made, I'm getting it's full of light language. So it's not only just the face who are helping you. It contains their own light language. Like you infused it with your own light language so that people who see it would be protected. Okay, but I'm getting that it's right now it has a specific purpose for protection. I keep getting elemental energy. Is it a protection for Mother Earth? Not a protection for Mother Earth, but beings? Just elemental beings. Is it a protection for face? Protection for people? Yeah, they're telling me that it's a protection for people. Um, but yeah, face are helping you out with this, Annie Bear. I'll see if I can get a message from them. Who those face who are helping you? Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. They are giggling, Annie Bear. They're just giggling. They're full of joy. And for them, it's more like play, play, play. Like while you were doing this, while you were infusing your art with protective energy, there's also a playful nature while you were doing that, and they enjoy the process very much. They encourage you to continue doing it. and they're assuring you that they will be with you during the process. That's what I have for you, Annie Bear. I hope that helps. But yeah, a lot of Fey energy in that protective art. I'd love to see it. I don't know if you have posted it. I'll check it out later. I infused that each mark with 1,000 guides, angels, and ancestors. So that would make sense because what they were showing me was like tiny different orbs. Orb, like that. But I felt a lot of strong elemental energy in the artwork. So I hope that helps, Annie Bear, and thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do this before I started reading. I'm just checking if I have any duplicate questions. No duplicate questions. Okay. Next up, we have Barbara. Barbara asks, "Did I spend long time on Mars?" Oh gosh, it's difficult to answer with time, um, with regards to the Akashic records because in other dimensions there is no time. Time only exists here on Earth on the 3D, so it's difficult to gauge um, how long you spent on Mars. But I'm going to ask, if you had more than one incarnation, did Barbara have more than one incarnation on Mars? I'm getting no, but you did incarnate on Mars, but just once. It's like a stepping stone, is what they're telling me. Um, it's in preparation before you jump to Earth. Like you're getting used to the vibration of Earth, and it's one of the stepping stones that you had. Usually for us, a lot of star seeds incarnate either on Mars or on Venus first before coming on Earth. But that's not always the case. There are many as well who incarnate directly on Earth. That is the first incarnation here in our solar system. But yeah, for a lot of us, we spend time on Mars and on Venus first. But for you, Barbara, you just had one incarnation on Mars. So I hope that helps and I hope that answers your question. Next up, we have Milena. Guidance or message from my spirit team, please. Okay. You want me to channel for this? No, you want cards? This one? Okay. They're directing me to the Self Care Wisdom cards by Cheryl Richardson. Okay. Cards. They said cards. Hi, Irene. Thank you, everyone. I know I say this all the time. Thank you, everyone, for being here, but I mean it each time that I say it. Because you can be doing something else. You can be watching other videos on YouTube or doing something else, but you're spending time here with us. So I'm very grateful for each and every one of you. Hello, Brenda. Okay, Spirit. What's Lena Spirit Team's message for us? Is it this in this one? Okay. Oh, thank you, Linda. This one. This is a message. This one. Hold on. That felt uncomfortable. I felt like I was going to sneeze. You know that feeling when you're going to sneeze and then it doesn't follow? Oh my goodness. So, Milena, the card that I have for you is called Move. And it says, a long walk is good for the soul. Get outside and allow Mother Nature to lift your spirits. Ooh, move. And I'm going to see if there's any specific guide that's going to step forward. They're encouraging you to ground. That's why they're asking you to get outside and to connect with Mother Earth. But I'm seeing a galactic guide who is a female, either Pleiadian or Andromedan. Where are you from, please? From Pleione or from Merope? Okay, this message is coming from one of your Pleiadian spirit guides, and she's from Merope. I'm going to see if she has a name. T. Tara. Starts with T or D. T. D. D. The name starts with D, but I can't hear the name, the entire name, the full name. It might be long, or I'm just not hearing them. But they are from Merope. Merope is a star system in the Pleiades that is more focused on emotional healing, and I'm getting that she's helping you with that. She's helping you transmute emotional energy. That's why she is encouraging you to go outside to ground. It's going to help with your emotional state and your energy, is what she's telling me, Milena. So I hope that helps, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Next up, we have Brina. Is Brina still here? I'm checking for comments that I've missed. Okay, Brina's still here. Brina asks, have I had a past life with my mom, Glenda? Thanks. Usually for our immediate family members, we incarnate with them. They are a part of our soul family in our soul group. So we have incarnated with them plenty of times. But just for confirmation, has Brina had a past life um, with her mom, Glenda? I'm getting a yes on this. Okay. What past lifetime did Brina and Glenda share together, Masters? I'm seeing like mountains or hills. Is this a Swiss Alps? Okay, they're telling me that this was the Swiss Alps. So you lived near the Swiss Alps? Okay, time period, please. 17th century is what they're telling me. You lived there in the 17th century? You were farmers. You took care of cows. That's what they're showing me. You were a female in this lifetime. Okay, where's her mom? Is she a sister? I'm seeing a family. She was your sister in a previous lifetime. Was she older or younger? So she used to be your older sister, is what they're telling me. Trying to fill in into the relationship. What kind of relationship did you share? I'm getting it's more like a challenging relationship for you in that lifetime because you were sisters. I was having trouble trying to figure out who was younger or who was older because you were very close in age. With the way I'm seeing this, you look almost identical in this lifetime. um, and you shared like farm chores, and there were a lot of arguments when it comes to chores. I don't know if that still translates to this day, Brina, but there were arguments like you're supposed to be doing this but you didn't, so I had to do it. Stuff like this. Okay, why did they choose to incarnate in this lifetime? Are there issues from this lifetime that they are resolving? Okay, they wanted you wanted to incarnate together in this lifetime to resolve some of those issues that you've had in the previous lifetime. One of which is communication. It's more like because of this small frustrations, you find it difficult to communicate with each other and see each other eye to eye. Okay, the task or the mission for each of you, or the challenge for each of you, is to stay in the present. They're telling me that in the past, in this previous lifetime, you would bring issues outside. You would it's like you're angry or frustrated with someone else, but you would project that emotion to each other instead. And there was very little communication. Like I said, you were sisters who were close in age, and a lot of siblings who are close in age fight a lot. I'm not very sure why, but there's a common dynamic of that. In your case, that's why you incarnated. That's why you incarnated again together. This time as a mother and daughter to try to resolve those previous issues and try to communicate with each other more in this lifetime and more um, and being more in the present and not trying to project what you're feeling for other people to each other. No. So I hope that helps, Brina. And yeah, Brina says that carried through to this life. Yeah. It's not a bad relationship necessarily, but it was a lot of challenge for each of you to try to understand each other. So I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Brina said we did butt heads in this lifetime. Yeah. There were a lot of similarities in your demeanor and just a lot of similarities between you. You look very much alike in that lifetime too. You're very welcome. Okay, hold on. I forgot to read through who we have today. Okay, it's better late than never. Next up, we have Ingrid. Next, we have Sonia Claiborne. Maria is grateful. Edward Kenneth, Leah, Nancy Ray, Rush, Suzanne, Barb P, and Christine. Sorry, guys. Okay. Next up, we have Ingrid. Ingrid asks, "Can I have a message from my spirit guides?" Okay. Do you want cards for this, guys? They want cards. Okay. Is it want this one or this one? This deck? I don't care. Oh. Okay. For you, they chose the I Don't Care Oracle deck. I get nervous every time I use this deck. It has a lot of just really blunt messages. But when they are from our spirit team, please know that these are for they're telling us these messages for our highest good. Our spirit guides do not coddle us. So sometimes they are wake up calls that we need to help us get through with our day to day lives and our day to day journey. This one. Okay. Sonia says, "Lol, lol. We need blunt. Sometimes we do. It's like the bulk of enlightenment, as Linda says. But there are also loving messages in this deck. Don't worry. Don't worry too much yet." Eh, what? Okay. Show me which card, please. This one. Stop. What I got for you is you can do it. Okay, I'm going to see from which guide this came from. It feels very angelic. Are you an angelic guide? Yeah, this is coming, I believe, from your guardian angel. Okay, spirit guides. What area? Okay, your other spirit guides are telling me that there are some tasks in your lives, or at least in this period, that you find difficult. That's why they are giving you this encouragement that you can do it. Bing. They're also giving the message to trust yourself because sometimes you doubt if you can do it. So that's why they are reminding you that you can do it. And they're also reminding you that they are with you always and that all you need to do is to call on them, to ask for help whenever you need to. But right now, you can do it. You can do it. See, that wasn't very bad. That was very loving. So I hope that helps, Ingrid, for your tasks today or tomorrow. I know it's afternoon for everyone or evening for everyone. I hope that helps. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Okay, next up, we have Sonia. "I need a message from my spirit guides. Who are they?" Okay. Um, Sandalphon, Gabriel, please connect with Sonia's. Oh, immediately I'm getting like a big guide. Usually, big guides are protector guides for me. It feels galactic. Are you a galactic guide? Yeah, this one's a galactic guide. You're telling me, and he's male. Are you her main guide? No, this isn't your main guide, but he's one of your protector guides. Okay, where are you from, please? Akashic or Andromeda? Okay, this is an Andromedan guide. He's very big. I'm not seeing a lot of his features though, but he's very big. Okay, what are you helping her out with, please? This is one of your guides who's helping you right now with setting boundaries. That's why he's a protector guide. This is what he's telling you. Could you please give me okay. His name is Milo. 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 You can ask for his help whenever you're setting boundaries and energy, specifically energetic boundaries. When someone demands a lot of your space and time, um, you can ask for his help to really hold down your boundaries, is what he's telling me. And speaking of boundaries, if you haven't checked it out yet, we have the next episode of Into the Ether posted, at least the schedule and the live stream for that. Into the Ether is our show with Linda de Gonzalez. And for our next episode, we will be talking about boundaries. So it might benefit you as well, Sonia, to watch that show. It's going to be on Wednesday at 5 p.m. EST. So we'll talk about boundaries. What are they? And what are they not? So I hope that helps. But yeah, Milo is your protector guide. He is from Andromeda, and he's helping you with setting your boundaries. So I hope that helps, Sonia. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Okay, next up we have Maria is grateful. What would my guides like me to know? Immediately, something popped in my head, and they just told you um, that she's loved because sometimes she doubts it, or she forgets that she's loved. Okay, are there? Do you want me to pull a card on this? No. Okay. They're, they want me to channel since they're coming in very strongly. Okay, what else? This Sonia. I'm sorry. What does Maria need to know right now? They're reminding you to spend some time doing what you love. They're telling you, like, it's what you need to do when you're in a funk. Whenever you feel sad or depressed, do something that will help you connect with joy. That's what they're telling me. Okay, what is that? Can you give me specific examples of that? Music. They're telling me music for some reason. To listen to music. They're telling you that it helps raise your vibration whenever you listen to music. At least in this moment or in this period to listen to music. They're also telling me that they send you messages through music sometimes. They may not be like messages as words, but they're showing me like light language in music, like frequency, and you feel it in your bones. Is the term that they're using. You feel it in your bones. You feel the frequency in your bones. I hope that helps, Maria. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Maria says, oh, that makes sense. Oh, thank you. That's what that's what I do every day. Please continue doing that. Okay. Next up we have Edward Kenneth. Did I have a past life during a plague or a famine? Did Edward Kenneth have a past lifetime during a plague or a famine? Did Edward have a past life during a plague or famine? I'm getting a yes on this. A plague or famine. Okay, let's dial in. Show me a lifetime of Edward Kenneth where excuse me. I'm getting very burpy, so Edward, yes, you had a past lifetime and it's affecting your solar plexus. Okay. Was this in Central Europe? I keep getting Central Europe for some reason. Central Europe is what they're telling me. I see very dark like alleys and streetways and people are just coughing. Was this like was this tuberculosis? I keep seeing a lot of people who are coughing. I believe people had tuberculosis. Okay. Was Edward a doctor then? It's impacting you because you were a doctor in this lifetime, Edward. Um, you, I feel very discombobulated, and I'm getting that this was your feeling back then because you didn't know who to help first. You were a young doctor, like I'm seeing you were in your 20s to early 30s. You have been like an apprentice for 3 years, they're telling me. You've been an apprentice for 3 years, so you've been helping out like a full-fledged doctor during that period. You're assisting him. But there was a lot about TB that you didn't know back then. You felt powerless, is what they're telling me. You felt powerless to do anything because you knew so little about it. Was he infected? Was he infected in this lifetime? BT? Was the teacher okay? It also affected you like emotionally and mentally because your teacher, your mentor during that time, he was the one who got TB because he was treating a lot of TB patients, and so you also saw his death, and that was very um, heartbreaking for you. You respected the guy, but yeah, I'm going to see. I'm going to see what trapped emotion we can clear from this because I'm feeling my solar plexus burning. So yeah, wow, that's where the loss comes from. And again, it says, yeah, you had a lot of respect for that mentor. So it's a lot of things happening all at once. What trapped emotion can be cleared from his solar plexus? Is it fear or dread? Okay. The trapped emotion that we can clear from your solar plexus, Edward Kenneth, is dread. You dreaded whenever there are plagues or just tell me plagues and sicknesses and widespread of them because of this experience. Especially then because you were a doctor, you saw it, you took responsibility very seriously, Edward. And so you saw it as your responsibility to cure everyone. And I know that you did your best in that lifetime. And it's something that you can tell yourself as well right now. Whenever you feel like you're not doing enough, like you're doing your best. I saw it then, and they're telling me, the Akashic Records masters are telling me that you continue to do your best. And it might look different every single day. Your best might look right now like an empty cup because you just want to rest, and that's okay. On some days it looks like a full cup because that's what you're capable um your capacity is at that day. But it doesn't diminish your worth as a person. It doesn't diminish your capability as a person. So again, dread. It's in your solar plexus. And is it something that you want to be cleared? Okay, I got you. Please clear. I request the clearing of this dread trapped emotion from Edward Kenneth's physical body, his energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future. For Edward's highest good, the highest form, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Metatron, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. I hope that helps, Edward, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Leah says, Edward, very intuitive to ask that question. You asked a specific question and it applies now. Yeah, most of the people who are in this community, whenever there's a spark of intuition, it usually has something to do with what we're doing, what we're dealing with right now. And it helps to ask specific questions in the Akashic Records. We get a lot of more interesting answers that way. Hi, Garnet. Okay, next up we have Leah. Hello, please. I need help with all the loss and sadness of late. Had to cut ties with all of my family, even my son, and feeling small. I am really sorry to hear that, Leah. Um, I'm going to tap in and see. Usually, when we are going through some things, these are things that we can't clear in the way that we just cleared Edward Kennett's trapped emotions because we are still processing them, unfortunately. So we can't clear them. But one thing we can do when there are things that are too much, we can surrender it to the violet flame. Um, so I encourage you to do that. So if you feel grief in doing that, um, because we don't only grieve the people that we have lost to death, we don't just grieve people who have passed on. We grieve also the people who we have lost contact with. We grieve people, we grieve the version of ourselves who used to be with them, and those version of ourselves that we can't come back to now because we have got ties with them, if that makes sense. Just allow yourself to grieve and to be gentle with yourself. So I'm going to ask for a message from your spirit guides to help you get through this period in your life, Leah. I want this one. I They're directing me to the self care wisdom cards again. So, uh, I got a very interesting card for you, Leah, and it's a cake. It's self worth and self love. Your guides are telling you that you did it, or they are confirming that you did it because out of self love and out of self respect for, because why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? There are things that they are not able to give you. It might be respect, could be love, but I'm getting more like respect. There are things that these people can't give you, but they are reminding you that you can give yourself the self love and self respect. And they're encouraging you not to settle. And what they're showing me in my mind's eye is a closed door. But when door closed up, there's another door that opened up, and they're telling you that it's something that leads to better opportunities and better connections. When one relationship ends, it doesn't mean that we can't make new relationships and new connections that are more aligned to us. And this is hitting me very heavily to Leah because I've also went through similar things just very recently. So my heart really goes out to you, and I hope this resonates, and I hope that helps. And also, it's okay to ask for help for with other people, and also ask for help from professionals if you really need it. Um, there are grief specialists, and that you can contact. I'm going to look for resources and put it in the description after the show for people who need it right now. So thank you so much, Leah, for trusting me to do this reading for you. And I really, really hope that helps. And again, my heart goes out to you. Nancy Ray asks, may I have a message from my spirit guides, please? Okay. You want me to pull cards? No. Okay. Are you an ascended master? Are you a galactic guide? Female one? This message is going to come from a galactic guide, Nancy. And she's female. I thought she was Mother Mary for a second because she has long hair. She has some sort of a veil. She's wearing a veil. Okay. What star system are you from, please? What constellation are you from? Hmm? Are you from another galaxy? From Aldebaran. Fila. Oh, okay. Are you from Fila? Okay. This guide is coming from Fila. Fila is a star system that kind of looks like Tatooine in Star Wars. It's a very sandy. The planet in Fila that I keep seeing is very sandy. So she's from there. What are you helping Nancy Ray with? Okay. Beings from Fila, they are very resourceful. They are very practical, and she's helping you out with resources. It feels almost like business. Is it connected with, with Nancy Ray's business? Yeah. Okay. Uh, I'm getting she's helping you out with your business or with your career for practical, like she's helping you out with practical things is what she's telling me. Okay. I'm going to check for messages from her. I keep seeing papers. There's something that you're missing is what she's telling me. Like there's something in those papers that you aren't noticing. And it feels like career related or business related, something that has to do with a job or something that you do day to day. Just papers, papers, papers. Um, she's telling you to look twice. Look twice. I don't know if that makes sense. If that makes sense, Nancy, but that is the message that I'm getting. She's very practical. Like usually we get messages like of love, but she's very practical. I'm going to check if I can get a name. Is that her name? Sarah? Is it Sarah? Is your name Sarah? Yeah, she would like to be called Sarah with an H. She's a jokester too, with an H and a sass, and very sassy. So I hope that helps Nancy Ray. And thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Nancy Ray says, okay, not that one. You mentioned Phil before in your reading. I need help with practical things now. Yeah, you need help with practical things, and the universe sent you a practical guide. It's spelled Phil. I'm typing it out now. Yeah, Phil. Okay, next up. Oh, Nancy Ray says, I think it is health insurance papers I need to fill out now. That would make sense because there was just a lot of paper. But she's asking you to look twice, maybe to make sure that you filled out everything correctly. Yeah, double check is her message for you, Nancy Ray. So I really hope that helps. Next up, we have Rush. Okay. Next three people are going to be Rush, Suzanne, Barbie. So let me know if you guys are still here. Next up is Rush. May I have an ancestral reading, please? Thank you for letting me know that you're still here, Rush. I'm going to see if there are any ancestral trapped emotions that we can clear. Are there any ancestral trapped emotions that we can clear from Rush right now? I'm getting a yes on this. Okay. Akashic Records Masters, could you please show me an ancestral trapped emotion that we can clear from Rush right now? Okay. Tell me what trapped emotion it is, please. Resentment or blaming? Okay. I'm getting an ancestral trapped emotion or ancestral trauma of blaming. Is it on the father's side? Fathers, mothers, fathers? I'm getting this is coming from the father side, your father's side. Um, there's a tendency to blame people and not accept accountability for the things that they have done in the past. Like they would push off accountability to someone else. Unfortunately, I don't know if that makes sense to you, Rush. Um, but yeah, I'm getting it's more of the father side. Okay, could you please show me the origin? This is in South Asia. Could be is it South India or North? It could be North India or the neighboring places. But I'm seeing someone who's rolling a bread and using like a rolling pin. And she's a woman. She's just waving the rolling pin at people. There's something wrong with the recipe. Okay, this is quite funny. There's something wrong with the recipe with the bread. Okay, but she's pointing out at people uh, as if the people's taste buds were wrong. Like she added a lot of salt in the bread, and she was telling people that there's something wrong with your taste. It's a very small action of blaming, but it's what started. Like it looks like an avalanche because it started small, but it sometimes that small thing just becomes big, and it has become a pattern on your father's side. And I'm seeing the number 10, so this was around 10 generations ago. Yeah. Rush says M of North Indian descent. Yeah, it feels north. I asked whether south or north. Yeah, north. Okay, I'm going to see where in your body this is trapped. Is it in appendix? Gallbladder. I'm getting the strapped emotion is trapped in your gallbladder. Um, Rush. Gallbladder. Okay. So let me know if this is something that you want to be cleared. Again, the trapped emotion is blaming and it's trapped in your gallbladder. So, again, for entertainment purposes only, please always check with your medical professionals with matters concerning your health. Oh yes, thank you so much, Annie Bear. I do offer private readings. My details are in the description, and my email is it's just posted by Annie Bear in the chat. So thank you so much, Annie Bear. Okay, I got your rush. I request a clearing of this trapped emotion of blaming from Russia's physical body, her energy body, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future, in all of her ancestral lineage, in all timelines, in all lifetimes, in the past, present, and future, for Russia's highest good, the highest good of all, the most benevolent outcome. Akashic Records Masters, Archangel Chamuel, we ask that this trapped emotion be cleared. And it's done. I hope that helps, Rush, and thank you so much for trusting us or trusting me to do this reading for you. Okay, Suzanne is still here. Who was in my last galactic lifetime? Thank you. Ooh, who? What was your last galactic lifetime? Should be the question that I should ask first before I can um, really know who was there. Okay. Where was Suzanne's last galactic lifetime before she went to Earth, please? Was she from Venus? Suzanne, I'm getting that you were from Venus in your lifetime right before you incarnated on Earth. Please show me Suzanne's lifetime in Venus. What was she doing there? So was she one of the Hathors? No, not one of the Hathors. You were male, is what I'm seeing in this lifetime. You had a son in this lifetime, but I'm seeing that in this lifetime he was a son. Do you have a brother? Do you have a brother in this lifetime, Suzanne? I'm getting a sense that this is a brother. Let's see the comments. Could you confirm or validate that for me, Suzanne? If you have a brother in this lifetime. Oh, hello, Gary for Grace. Oh yeah, sorry. The questions have been closed for a while. Uh, but yeah, some of the messages here might resonate for you. That are for other people since it is a public place, a public domain. So yeah, usually the messages for other people resonates for the people who are not being read as well. Oh, Suzanne says two. Okay. One of your brothers in this lifetime was your son in Venus. I asked who, and they were like the closer one. What do you mean? Okay, the older one or the younger? Older? Older one. No, the younger one. They're telling me your younger brother. Your younger brother used to be your son in Venus. You had a good relationship with this brother in your lifetime in Venus. So you might be you might have this instinct to um, be protective of him, or be a teacher, some sort of teacher, or a guide to him because of that past relationship. Because you had a good relationship in that lifetime in Venus. Okay, any more significance of this past lifetime to their relationship? What did they incarnate together for here? There are some missions that you're undertaking together too. Older. Oh, older. But they're telling me it's the younger. Okay. Which one is the son in this lifetime? Is it the older? Is it Bruce? They're telling me it's not Bruce, it's the younger one. But there are missions that you're undertaking in this lifetime together. Is it cycle breaking? Is it like a cycle breaking mission? You guys are cycle breakers, generational cycle breakers. That's why you incarnated in this family together. I'm getting a strong yes on being generational cycle breakers together. So it's a mission that you're undertaking. So if you're not close in this lifetime as you were in that past lifetime, it has something to do with your mission. There is a cycle there that you need to break. Is the sense that I'm getting. I'm trying to get a feel of what that cycle is, but it might take a lot of time. But yeah, that's what I have for you. That you incarnated together in this lifetime because you are to break a cycle, and it might be something that you or him are going through right now. But it's something that you incarnated together to help each other break, or to help the family lineage break. It's a challenge and a mission for the both of you. Oh, I hope that helps, Suzanne, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Hello, Denise. Okay, Linda, see you later. Okay, we're down to our last two questions. Next up is Barb. Did my main guide change in the past year? Oh, interesting. Did Barb's main guide change in the past year? I'm getting a no on this, Barb. Um, the person, the only person I know of who has changed a main guide, unfortunately, it's me. I haven't met anyone whose main guide actually changed in the middle of their lifetime. Usually, we have just one main guide in our from birth to death, and usually it stays that way. And sometimes we even have main guides who are with us in every lifetime, and they always play the role of our main guide. I have this belief that they are our half souls, or they are a part of our soul family, and they are the soul that we split up from. Other people call it twin flame, but I don't use that term uh, because of its connotations. But yeah, most of the time they are they are just the same for birth until we die. So is this the case for Barbie? Did she have the same main guide from her birth up until now? I'm getting a yes on this, but I'm going to check. Did she have a guide change for the temporary guides in the past year? I'm getting you had temporary guides change for you last year. So perhaps, Barb, that's what you were picking up on. It's a temporary guide change. So I hope that helps, and thank you so much for trusting me to do this reading for you. Okay, Annie, thank you so much as well for your help, and please have a fun afternoon. Okay, last but not the least, is Christine still here? Christine asks, can I have a release of stagnant energy? Okay, is Christine still here? Okay. For the people around, we can do this. We can release our stagnant energy by ourselves. We can do this by grounding in nature. Personally, I do this by sitting on the ground or having my feet on the ground, um, and then connecting with Earth. And then I ask Mother Earth to do that for me, to take the stagnant energy away. And it usually drains from the body down to our chakras and down to our root chakra. So that's how we release stagnant energy. So I'm not seeing a comment. I haven't seen a comment from Christine in a while. Hi Bernadette. I'm sorry, we're just wrapping up. This is the last question that we have for this episode. But I will be back again on Tuesday. Okay, I just checked. I just checked for the date on Tuesday, on October 7th. I will be back with Gerald and Linda de Gonzalez. We will be doing readings on joy. It's a full moon season or a full moon period. So we will be talking about releasing blocks from joy and releasing blocks um, that or I mean, releasing what is blocking us from feeling joy. So if that's something that you are interested in, we have posted the links to the live stream. Click the notification bell or the notification button to yeah, be notified when we go online. So I haven't seen Christine yet. Um, but yeah, this is something, if you're watching the replay, Christine, this is something that you can do for for yourself. You can Google guided meditations on how to release stagnant energy. We can do this if you were here. I will need your permission to do that. Your explicit permission to do this, and it's difficult when you're not in chat. So yeah, that's the advice that I can give you is to Google for guided meditations on releasing stagnant energy because this is something that you can do for yourself as well, not just through the work of a healer. So I hope that helps. Okay, I'm going to close the records now. I would like to close by thanking the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to close by thanking the Akashic Records masters for their point of view. And I would like to close by thanking the divine source for all the knowledge and healing. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Your energy stays with you and my energy stays with me. So again, thank you so much everyone for being here. I will be back on Tuesday with Gerald and Linda, and then on Wednesday with Linda de Gonzalez, we will be doing Into the Ether. Our topic is going to be interesting. It's going to be about boundaries. So if you're someone who is having trouble with setting boundaries, or um, would just like to be more informed about what boundaries are or something or how you can respect other people's boundaries as well. It's just not you we also need to respect other people's boundaries. If this is something that you're interested in, please do check our channels out. We will be doing this on Wednesday, and then afterwards I will be back on Thursday. Oh, I didn't realize this is a jam-packed week. Okay, on Thursday I will be back with Ali, Diana, and Paul White Dragon. We will be doing the Galactic Show again. We'll be talking about galactic things. Um, Thank you again, everyone, for spending your time with me. And I hope you have a good day. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.